How is it going, everybody? So welcome back to the channel, guys. So we already have a trade running, and in about less than 2 minutes I'm going to be explaining why I took this very trade. So welcome. If you're here for the first time, this is what we do every day. We take live trade, we explain everything about these setups so you can learn and also apply. We do the step-by-step analysis, everything you need to be able to spot this trading opportunity and how you can enter this trade, or what you should look out for. So if you are a beginner trader or you are a struggling trader, you are looking for how to be able to be a profitable trader, you're looking for how to build a system and a working trading strategy, then you want to be watching this video to the end, because at the end of this trade, I'm sure you are going to learn something that's going to be of great help to you and your trading journey, guys. So that being said, consider giving this channel a subscription so you don't want to be missing out on any of these important videos that will be coming up in the future. If you find value in content like this, you want to also consider giving this video a thumbs up, just so the video can reach out to more people like you who may be interested in content like this, guys. So if you're here for the first time, it will also interest you to know that we do give out a lot of signals on our Telegram channel. So you want to consider also joining us by clicking on the link we're going to be keeping below to join the Telegram channel. That way you can have access to a lot of signals we drop every day on our channel, guys. We drop over 20 signals every day, and you can also participate and make passive income from actively applying these signals that we personally trade every single day, guys. So for those of you who may be interested in also being a part of our mentorship program, to be able to learn price action, to be able to learn how to actually trade pure price action, because we don't trade anything indicators or robot, because we don't believe in any of those philosophy. So if you want to be a part of this, you also want to consider joining this Telegram channel. Contact us directly so we can show you how to practically trade price action. That way you can be a profitable trader without having to depend on any indicator, any robot, whatever it is that a lot of other people have told you you can rely on to help you to be a profitable trader. You can see that this strategy is playing out wonderfully well, and you don't want to be missing out on the explanation of this very beautiful trade. We have less than 15 seconds now for this trade to finish, and I will be explaining everything in detail why I have placed this very trade, guys. I did this through the power of pure price action, so you want to be paying attention. In 3, 2, 1, and the trade is finished. So I'm going to be explaining why I took this very trade. Now before I start, I want you to know that this is the cardinal dollar, and this is CAD, CHF, and this is the 1 minute time frame, which is a sign, which means that every candle you see on this chart is a representation of 1 minute, guys. Every candle you see here is a 1 minute candle, a 1 minute time frame, and what you are seeing here is what has happened over the past 2 hours, as you can see over here. Now when you open your chart, each time you open your chart, the first thing you want to be looking at is the direction of the trend, right? Because you want to be placing your trade in the direction of the trend. That way you are going to be at least, or you are going to have a little bit of an edge, because when you trade against the trend, you are setting yourself up for a very high risk, right? So now understanding the trend is going to give you at least 20% of an edge, which will make you at least on the right side potentially. So the first thing I did when I opened the chart is to try to understand the overall trend. So if you look at this, you will see that this is a very strong downtrend situation, because the only way we can identify a trend or tell the potential of what may probably happen in the future is to look at the past and what has happened in the past. So you can see that we are having a series of lower lows, which is a sign of a downtrend, because you can see now obviously the price, we are falling down very strongly, and because of this I'm only going to be placing my trade in the favor of the sellers, because the price is falling down without any doubt. Now having identified that, the next thing you want to do is to identify the areas where you want to be entering your trade. Now I have always made it clear on this channel that when you trade in a trendy market, you want to be looking for pullbacks, which means you want to be waiting for a period of time where the price will want to pull back. Now this is a market that has been falling in the favor of the sellers for a very long time, and the pullbacks are going to be the times where the buyers may step in for a while. Now the buyers are stepping in. They are not going to do much. They're just going to be moving the price in their favor for a little bit of time. Now, when this phase is over, you want to be entering your trade, because when the sellers eventually come back to the price, the market, they are going to be pushing the price very strongly in their favor. Now, you can see that obviously the retracement phases are going to be a minor uptrend, because now we're having a strong downtrend, which means anytime we have the buyer stepping in for a while, that is going to be a healthy retracement. So you can see that the price fell down, created this new low. You saw that this was a retracement because this is the time where the buyers stepped in. And you can see that the buyers moved the price in their favor again to this level. This is a previous resistance level, right? Remember, resistance level are sellers levels. So if we are having a strong sellers market, resistance level being the sellers levels are the areas where we should be potentially wanting to be entry trade, because those are the areas where sellers steps in. So buyers came in, moved the price to this previous resistance level, and sellers stepped in again, which is a proof that this is the area. This is the area where the sellers are potentially going to be coming back in the market in the future. They came and then they pushed the price downward to this level again, and then the buyers stepped in again and moved the price. Sellers stepped in, moved the price there downward, and then the buyers stepped in again and moved the price to this very level. Now, one thing you want to know is where and how to enter your trade. Now, like I just said, if we are having a seller's market, the resistance levels are the seller's zones, right? So that was why the first thing I did was to draw this zone to identify the previous resistance levels that we have had in the past, because according to my strategy, I'm going to be entering trade each time the price reversed or returned back to these previous levels that the price has respected in the past. You saw that the price respected this level here. The seller stepped in, moved the price downward. The buyer stepped in again, moved the price all the way to this level, and the sellers also stepped in again and moved. So this is a sign for me that this is a strong seller zone, and each time the price comes to this level, we are going to be expecting the sellers to step in very strongly. This is just a basic strategy, right? It is just a matter of how you can identify these levels and be waiting to be able to enter this trade. Remember, waiting is also a trading skill. Now, if you have the good ability to wait, you are going to be finding very beautiful opportunity to be able to trade and make profit from the market potentially in the future. So I drew this level, identifying this previous seller zone. This is the resistance level. I drew here, connecting this level as well. And this trading strategy is pretty simple. All you have to do is wait to see when the price reverses back to this previous level, and you can look to enter your trade immediately. So you saw that the price went all the way up, buyer stepped in, moved the price to this level, and this was exactly where I took my trade. And here, being a resistance level, being a seller's level, it is also, you have the chances, 80% of the chances that the sellers definitely are going to step in and move the price in that direction. I am not saying this is going to happen 100% of the times, but I can assure you that this can happen 85 to 90% of the time. And if you are able to spot all these levels, you are going to be profitable 85 to 90% of the time, guys. So, that is what trading is about. You are not going to win all your trades. Your setup are not going to play out 100% of the time, but if you can find a system that works 85 to 90% of the time, you are definitely going to be a profitable trader. So this is how I was able to spot this trading, this setup, and execute it without looking back, guys. Understand that if we are having a seller's market, resistance level are always very strong. Those are the levels where the sellers potentially going to be entering the trade again in the future. So we always look to enter trade when we have the price at resistance level in a strong downtrend situation, guys. Now, to be able to identify a strong resistance level, you may be asking, what are the criteria or what are the things that you need to look out for to be able to trust a level to be a strong resistance level? If we're having a strong downtrend, we want to be looking at the areas where the price had respected at least twice in the past. Now, if we are able to spot such areas, we can consider those areas to be strong areas where we could also potentially want to be joining the sellers in such market condition. You can see that this is the first one according to my analysis, and this is the second one. And because of that, I can trust that each time the market reverses back to this level, I can trust that 90%, I have a 90% chance of the sellers strongly stepping in and move the price in their direction, guys. So this is everything about this trading setup. I hope you've learned something and you can apply the same when you want to trade. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'm very good at replying to comments on the comment section, guys. So if you find value in this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in our next video coming up in the future, guys. Don't forget to also subscribe, turn on the bell icon. You don't be missing out on any of our important live sessions coming up in the future. So on this note, I'm going to end this video here, and I'll see you again next time. But till then, make sure you watch the next video.